Hello students, today we are going to discuss some important documents in the formation of company. These documents are basically of three types. First is called Memorandum of Association, second is called Article of Association, and third one is known as Prospectus or Statement in lieu of Prospectus. One by one we have to discuss all these three in detail. First, we are going to discuss Memorandum of Association. It is one of the most important document in the formation of company. It is regarded as the principal document of the company, or we can say it is the charter of the company. It defines the limits within which the company has to perform its function. Without this, a company cannot be registered, or we can say it cannot be formed, and that's why it is also called a life-giving document. It contains certain contents. These contents are known as clauses, and these are of five types. First one is known as name clause. Name clause mentions the name of the proposed company, and the name should not be similar or identical with the already existing company. Name should be different. It should be unique from already existing company. It should be different in all sense, and this proposed name should be mentioned in the Memorandum of Association. Second clause is called situation clause. This clause mentions the name, or we can say address of the state in which the registered office of the company is to be situated. Basically, it contains the address where the registered office of the company is situated. That's why it is known as situation clause. Third is object clause. Object clause define the aim or the purpose with which the company is formed. Why the company is being formed is mentioned in the object clause of the Memorandum of Association. A company is not entitled to do any other business, any kind of business a company can't do other than the objective or aim mentioned in the object clause of Memorandum of Association. He has to do the business whatever is mentioned in the object clause of the Memorandum of Association. Fourth one is called liability clause. Liability clause means liability of the shareholders or the liability of the members of the company. Members of the company can be held liable only for the unpaid amount on the shares being held by them. For example, a shareholder is having 10 shares and the value of one share is rupees 10. Now suppose he has paid rupees 8 out of rupees 10. Now he is liable only for rupees 2. He is liable for rupees 2 and he is having total shares 10. So the total liability of that shareholder will be rupees 20 and not more than that. It means that the personal asset of the members of the company cannot be used in case of winding up of the company. They are liable only for the limited liability or the amount which they have not paid. Next is called capital clause. Capital clause mention the maximum amount or the total amount of capital with which the company is being formed, or we can say the authorized capital which is mentioned in the Memorandum of Association. A company can't raise its fund by issuing the security from the outsiders beyond the limit that is being mentioned in the capital clause of the memorandum. Thank you.